It's that time of the year again, the time where Pokemon presents stuff and half of the people are happy and half of the people are angry. Now, I think we all have a good sense on what's probably going to happen with Pokemon this week, but I thought I'd maybe give my opinion and my wishes before actually going into what I'm pretty sure is going to happen. So let's start coping and huffing it up right before we get all the way through to the very end. Most people know that they're just gonna show either a teaser or a trailer for Gen 10 this year. It's pretty obvious. They always do stuff like that. But until that actually happens, I would love for there to be a spin-off of some kind that is not a mobile app. It's been a super long time since we've had like a Pokemon Ranger. I loved those games when I was a kid. The only problem I had was it totally scratched up my DS when I was circling as hard as I could to capture a Pokemon. I could totally see this being like a little thing that goes on your Switch. They could even like sell a little stylus with it. This will probably never happen, but I wish. Something that I could totally see happening though is a Pokemon Pinball spinoff again, maybe themed around the Legends games or themed around the new generation, kind of similar to what they did to Gen 3. You could even put this on your phone if you wanted to. I mean, the controls are not that hard. It would just be a nice, fun, good time. Something to play while you're sitting on the toilet, you know? Now, I have never played games like Pokepark or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I played Mystery Dungeon a little bit, just not very much. I think it's time to have one of those games come back. I don't know how sales did. I don't think the one on the Switch, the remaster, did super well. But honestly, I think it's just time that we have some kind of spin-off, or at least something, even if I don't have a personal interest or investment into it, that is just not live service or requires to be online. Please, God, just get it off the phone, please. And I know Pokopia is coming, which is honestly a breath of fresh air. I'm very happy about Pokopia. I'm gonna buy it. I'm not usually an Animal Crossing guy, but listen, I can't help myself. It's Pokemon that's not like the regular games and not like the Legends games. I'm gonna play it. Aside from spin-offs though, honestly, anything Gen 3. I'm selfish, okay? I hate Kanto. I would love Gen 3. I don't know, put Oras, put Emerald, put it on the Switch, put something. Come on, hey, I'm waiting. But if I was speaking realistically for a second, a Let's Go Johto, even though I don't really care too much for those games, would be pretty good. Even that, just like a Heart Gold, Soul Silver remaster would be nice. Just give a little love to Gen 2. Not a remake though. I don't think it needs a remake. I think that game's beautiful. But if it was just, you know, upgraded to support wider screen and maybe the pixels look a little better. I'm going to talk about this in a different video, but when I say remaster, I don't mean a remake, okay? Just to make that super clear, what I'm talking about is more of the lines of the Final Fantasy pixel remasters, but we'll talk about that in another video. And then anything past that, I think from Black and White onward would be amazing. I cannot tell you how beautiful I think it would be if they put Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Moon on the Switch. This would be an incredible, beautiful game. And if these leaks are true and we're actually going to be going around to different islands, hey, you kind of already have like the island thing going on. You know, you really want Sun and Moon. I know you do. I know you want to put it on Switch. No one from Game Freak is going to listen to this. But honestly, besides Gen 10, that's really all I'm kind of hoping for. There's a few other things that I kind of feel like will be there no matter what. So we'll get into those now. Time for the realistic Pokemon Day predictions. There's going to be a ton of stuff I don't really care about, like Pokemon Sleep, Unite, Cafe, Go, Masters EX. I kind of like Pocket, I guess, but all of the online stuff is obviously going to be there. It is every single time. I don't think that's changing. It's just, you know, it is what it is. If you play it, that's fine. I do think the TCG Pocket, if there's any news there, it will lead into the TCG Celebrations reveal for whatever set they're doing. Now, I love Pokemon cards. I haven't bought any in a long time just because they're so expensive now, but honestly, it doesn't even matter. I would just love to see the cards. Whatever they're gonna show, whatever they're gonna bring back like they always do with the celebration stuff, it's gonna look amazing. I'm really excited to see it. If they're real ones, they'll talk about all of these stock issues they've had this year and maybe some good news perhaps. I don't know what that would even look like or be. Maybe some extra printing facilities have been bought again. That'll probably be an email. They'll probably mention some of the show stuff like they did at the last one. I'm not like super into the shows, but so, you know, it's fine. It is what it is. And then after that, it's probably gonna be talking about either Pokopia or the Fire Red and Leaf Green ports, which were already announced last week. Also, just as a side note, I think these are probably gonna come no matter what. ZA home support, please God. I have 10 billion shinies. I need to get them out of there. I need to get them out. I need to put them in homes so they can live there forever. One is that Fire Red and Leaf Green are getting home support. It is not releasing with home support apparently, but it should get it in the near future. And two, we still don't know when Pokemon Bank is officially going to close out support. I don't know if they want to bring news about severing the connections in any hope that you could have bringing your 3DS Pokemon onto your Switch, but maybe. If not, that will definitely happen. My guess is sometime this year. Now this is where the good stuff comes in. I think it would be the perfect time for them to shadow drop Pokemon Gale of Darkness and Colosseum on Nintendo Switch Online that very same day. The only reason why I think they might not do that is because that's also the same day that Fire Red and Leaf Green comes out. And I don't know if they want to do all of their things all at once. Maybe they do, who knows? But at the very least, give us a release date or something. Speaking of release dates, right after this, they're going to show Pokemon Champions and give us a release date. I don't think it's shadow dropping. If they shadow dropped all of this on the same day, that would be insane. That would be crazy. I don't think they'll do it. I think they're gonna space it out between now and Gen 10, which, you know, makes sense. But hopefully we'll get a release date of some kind. Now, I believe online it was said that this Pokemon Presents will be 25 minutes or something like that. So it's not the longest showcase in the world. For them, it's actually on the longer side. At the very end of this, I'm expecting we're gonna see Gen 10. Now, will this be more of a teaser like when we saw Legends ZA for the first time? Or will it kind of be a more Scarlet and Violet reveal? I don't know. I would love for us to be able to actually see the game itself and not just a strange teaser. I want to see the whole thing. I want to see how it is running on Switch, how it looks, so I can make 1,000 videos complaining about it in the future. I don't know. I'm excited for it. I know a lot of people are kind of burnt out on new generations of Pokemon. I personally understand your pain. I know where you're coming from, but hopefully this time, you know, hopefully this time it'll be different. But I would just love to see Gen 10 running 60 FPS and looking, you know, pretty decent. I actually didn't hate like the way that Sword and Shield looked. It just kind of felt like a 3DS game on Switch. So if they were able to get the detail of that and also kind of, you know, make it feel like Gen 10 at the same time, that's good enough for me. That would be amazing. Just based off the leaks and everything so far, if they're all true, I think that Gen 10 is going to be pretty promising. Now, if they really want to make it crazy, the teaser will have a new Eevee form in it. It's been a long time, Game Freak. You know, hey, you know, you want to put that in there? Listen, flying type, maybe. Ghost type even, maybe dragon. That would be cool. Listen, hey, you got all sorts of different ones now, you know? You can choose them. Don't choose a rock type though. And don't choose ground type either. Those would just be ugly. Unless it looks like Sandshrew. Anyways, I'm excited this week just because honestly, if none of my hopes come true, a lot of the things that I am pretty sure are gonna happen, I'm pretty excited for. What about you though? You got any predictions? Put them in the comments. Thank you to all the wonderful members and our special Tier 3 Calamari member, DJ Fox. If you want to have your name up here with this lovely list of people, then feel free to join. Otherwise, click on one of these videos.